tell you guys about how we did the kitchen lights underneath the cabinet and how we turned our lights in the house into a cool smart home.
Hi, how you doing? So just going back to kind of what we've done a video on the last couple of days is the under the cabinet lighting. Those were done with Phillips Hue light strips. I got a pretty good deal on a bunch of these out of Bed Bath & Beyond. They were all under clearance. They normally retail for like 80 bucks, but I got a whole bunch of them for like 25. So it was a pretty sweet deal.
Did you use the coupon too?
Some of the places let me use the coupon, some of them didn't, which was kind of weird.
But you can try and use the coupon, which you can get online.
Yeah, best of my knowledge, they were trying to like cut their supply and everything, so you may or may not find them in Bed Bath & Beyond's, but if you like them, you know, it's worth a shot to give it a shot, you know, to look around. So I got these from Amazon. These are diffusers. They're metal kind of ish, but they're easy enough to bend or just kind of use a hacksaw to go through if you need to size it to a particular size. But there's a little plastic piece that kind of comes out and snaps into place. Just kind of slide the light strip into, you know, kind of however you need it to. Once it clasps down like this, you're pretty much good to go. Depending on how you want to then angle it under the counter, whether you want it to point down or up, I chose to angle it up downstairs, and that's pretty much because the reflection on the granite countertops was a lot less when it was facing up. So something to consider if you're trying to do something like this. And then I just used command strips, which pretty much hold, I'd say, half of our house together.
If you don't want to make holes everywhere.
Yeah. So I pretty much just used that, connected it underneath, and that was it. You guys saw the results. I think it came out pretty good. Just to kind of expand on that, I'll be adding this eventually downstairs. This is a remote control. It's magnetized into what looks like a regular single Decora light panel, but it's a little bit larger, so you can't fully replace a light switch, and plus I added something that didn't already have a light switch, so it's nice that it comes with this. This one currently does the bathroom, but I'm going to eventually reprogram it to do the light strips downstairs. It'll just kind of be, there's some strips on the side where you can kind of stick it onto wherever, and again, it's similar to command strips. It's not going to peel off the paint or anything else like that, but you can pretty much stick it wherever you need it. It's a nice little addition. Megan had mentioned earlier that we were doing kind of a larger scale project in the house as well. I did do that with some Lutron switches. These are dimmers that are built in, and basically what I did, you'll see the old switches in here. This is the old just regular flip on-off switch. The Lutron dimmer, which we have up on our wall and in all the walls pretty much throughout the house, looks like that. And this one's obviously doing the bedroom, but you can do full brightness here. You can turn it off, and then you can also hit any, you know, kind of dim level in between. We also have that hooked up to our Google Home, which is down here.
Where do you find that?
That I bought online. You can just get that from any retailer other than Amazon. Amazon, obviously, they're in competition with Google, doesn't sell them, but you can pretty much get them anywhere else. And what's cool about that is it also allows us to voice trigger pretty much any light in the house. As I hear Megan basically say every single day,
"Hey Google, bedroom lights off."
And there you go. So that's when I know she's bringing Briella upstairs and getting her ready for bed.
"Hey Google, bedroom lights on 75%.
And again, you set up basically trigger words, so bedroom lights. You can have kitchen lights, or you can have hallway lights, foyer lights, bathroom lights, however you want to define it within the Google ecosystem. Or again, you don't need to use Google. These are also compatible with Amazon Alexa. and I believe also with Samsung SmartThings, although the SmartThings is more of an app controlled on your phone, whereas the Alexa and Google have the voice controlled kind of companions that you can use. And just a few other devices here. These are the light bulbs that are used up here. These are just regular Phillips LEDs, 7 watt, so it uses a lot less electricity than normal, regular light bulbs. And again, this is an example of the Phillips Hue. These are the white dimmable, so they can pretty much achieve any color temperature within the white spectrum, and they're also dimmable. Philips also has a product line that has the color series, which you can pretty
really
much.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it can pretty much hit any color. We have it downstairs in our living room. We have a ceiling fan with 4 light bulbs. They can, kind of independently be controlled to achieve different lights. They can be combined, like a red and a blue to get like a purple or something like that. So pretty cool. But yeah, this is what happens when I get bored. I just do kind of stuff like this to occupy my time. It's fun to me. I don't know. Megan kind of thinks it's pretty lame, but whatever. Oh, in addition to the voice controlled and the Lutrons, I just noticed I didn't talk about this little guy, but this is a remote control. It pretty much does the same feature as a light switch. I can pretty much dim and achieve any, kind of brightness level with the remote. This comes with a little peel off sticky piece here. You can kind of stick this anywhere you want, or just have it kind of mobile throughout whatever room you're controlling. If you have a light switch where there's 2 switches that activate one light, which is a 3-pole switch, this actually mounts into a regular kind of light switch where you can just kind of mount this on the wall and it becomes the second light switch. So that's it. That's pretty much the overview of the project.
And you can control it through an app.
Yeah, the Lutron has its own app. All of these single devices, Lutron, Philips, I said before, the Samsung SmartThings, they all have independent apps that you can load up on your phone. The SmartThings is a nice app because it kind of brings everything together. All of your Lutron devices, all of your Philips devices, all of your Google devices. That's really what I use the most. You can also use just the Google Home app, and again, I'm not too familiar with the Alexa, but for instance, I know our thermostat downstairs is Alexa compatible. It's not Google compatible per se, but again, you can kind of control everything through the SmartThings app. It's pretty much, and I guess I should also tell them about all the hubs I have downstairs. All of these singular devices come with hubs, so the Lutron has a hub. It just basically needs to either get wireless in your house, or it needs to plug into a network switch. Yeah, those are all the things I have downstairs.
They're very tiny, and you can kind of hide them.
Yeah, they're hidden pretty well behind our speaker bar downstairs. Like I said, as long as they can hit wireless in your house, then you're good to go. You can plug it in and hide it to the best that you can. They don't need to be useful for anything else other than transmitting the signal from the device. What's also nice is I can control all of this when I'm not home. Again, assuming that I have the app and with all of those devices that are online, I can pretty much control it from anywhere in the world as long as I have internet connection. So that's it. Again,
so
just something I wasted my time on.
He can just hit the light on and off.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
But what's good is if you have kids and if you have a newborn and you need to change the baby, but you don't want the light to be too bright to wake it up, you can just dim it really low but still see what you're doing. You can turn on the lights before you go downstairs.
A lot of them are for security reasons too. You can kind of set up schedules where even if you're not home, the lights come on. The Philips Hue app has a bunch of different routines that are kind of built in. And again, if you know you're going on vacation for a week, you can kind of set up a schedule to mimic that somebody's home, where it'll actually turn on lights in different rooms at random times. And again, I mean, that's kind of a cool kind of a security system that's not really a security system, but and again, same deal with whether it be the thermostat or any of the light switches. They make ones eventually. I'm going to replace all the fans with smart fan controls, and again, if let's say you're coming home on a day that the room's going to be a little stuffy or the house is going to be stuffy, you can flip those fans on. You can kind of kill that AC, or if you need to, bump the AC up a little bit. So the room is or the house is pretty much the way you want it to when you arrive. And again, that's kind of, I know a lot of places or a lot of people will probably have timers kind of set on that kind of stuff, but with life being as it is, it's not always, you're not always going to be on the same time always. So it's a good way to kind of get the house to be exactly the way you want to without necessarily being there.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I got.
If you guys want to see a video where he'll show you how you can install the...
Yeah, it's pretty much just matching up similar color. So in all of those kind of boxes, I forget. I don't know anything about being an electrician. So there's a name for like all those junction boxes, I guess they would be called. So within there, there's different color wires, and the Lutrons make it really simple because they match up the same color wires that need to be connected in there. So it's literally just flip the breaker to whatever. That's an important thing. You need to flip the breaker off to make sure you don't electrocute yourself. But you flip the breaker off or whatever switch you're working on. Use a screwdriver, just kind of take out the wire. Then just match it up with the same color wire on the Lutron. Put it back in place. Screw the plate back in. Flip the breaker back on, and you're pretty much good to go. So it's a project you kind of have to do during the day on a weekend. But I pretty much got all of them done in one weekend here. So it literally takes 5 minutes per per wall plate that you're replacing.
But if you guys want a step-by-step video, leave a comment below. And let's give an applause for my husband's first YouTube video.
Great.
If you guys like it, give this video a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. And you'll probably see more videos with his smart
technical
home
expertise.
Yeah. Because
Maybe.
he's good at that.
Maybe.
I'm not. But this is a good app. Even women can do this app. Right?
Hey Google, bedroom lights 50%. There you go.
Even Briella is 3 years old.
Briella talks at a Google Home, wants to see
talks.
pictures of dolphins, and it shows her pictures of dolphins.
And she turns music on, and she even does the lights, which is pretty cool.
And scary.
Kind of. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.